Oh, that's a beautiful skyline Chicago has. Oh, cool fountain. Oh, lakefront access, sweet. I'd say overall, Chicago's pretty neat.
2024, where will you be? I will be in Chicago.
Alright guys, they've read our preliminary report, they visited our beautiful city, and they came back impressed.
Perfect. So let's nail it home. Let's bring it home. Show them what we have. Let's really hit it hard with the government and public support that we can offer, the safety, the transportation, and the venues, especially the close proximity of the venues. We can get Chicago a bid.
Alrighty.
See what happens.
Hey guys, we're ready for the count. Hey guys,
How you doing? Ryan Leach?
Matt Crabtree.
Ryan Leach.
Hey, Calen Jones, how you guys doing?
Pleasure to have you guys.
Hey,
Derek
guys.
Schoonover.
Mr. Nimmo.
Derek Schoonover.
Hey, nice to see you
You
guys.
guys have a seat.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Of Chicago.
Well, guys, once again, we would really like to thank you for taking the time to see us today. We understand that you had a chance to look over our preliminary reports as well as take a tour of the city. I hope you enjoyed everything you've seen so far.
Yeah, we did actually. The tour of the city was great. Shows a lot of potential. Chicago has a lot of venues that are already built. The economy seems to be in pretty good shape. Wide open parks, very very good for a potential Olympic spot. However, we still have some questions. That's why you guys are here today. But overall, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I would say we had a good tour. I really liked Millennium Park in particular. I think there's a lot of potential there for an Olympic setting. So.
Okay, great. Well, we'd definitely like to go into more detail on some of that. We would like to start with our government and public support that we have for our city. Next, we want to go over the safety, any safety issues that we know you've had in the past, and we want to make sure that we can handle all of that. Along with transportation, and the final point we want to hit is venues, and especially the close proximity that Chicago offers of all the sports venues.
The first issue that we would like to address is that of government and private support. In addition to the U.S. Congress and presidential backing, we have the support of the City of Chicago government and business leaders as well. Through the backing of Fortune 500 firms and investors nationwide, such as Oprah and Michael Jordan, we know that we can privately fund the entire Olympic Games.
Well, many concerns have been raised in the past about the safety issues that are taking place in the city of Chicago. We're taking many steps to ensure the safeties of all tourists, athletes, and workers. First off, statistics have shown over the last 3 years the city of Chicago has improved in many safety areas, including robbery, burglary, battery, and sexual assault.
Well, it's a good sign that the city has shown signs of improvement, but in certain Olympic Games, especially in the U.S., we've had a lot of safety issues, such as Atlanta in '96 with the bombings. What other steps are you guys taking to ensure the safety of the Games, and what can you guys do to make sure something like that doesn't ever happen again?
We understand your concern, and we also acknowledge the fact that, as in every Olympic Games, more security must be staffed to ensure the safety of the Games. We also have the commitment of the Chicago Police Department, as well as the power of the entire U.S. police force to ensure the safety in all areas of the Games and for everyone who is in attendance or participating.
That is true, DJ. Also, the next issue that we're going to address is that of transportation. Chicago already has the second largest public transportation in the United States, with over 1,700 buses operating 140 routes and 11,000 bus stops.
Those are impressive numbers, but again, what else can you do to ensure that there aren't any transportation issues? Because in the Olympic Games in Atlanta, sorry to bring up Atlanta again, but there were several issues, including athletes not getting to their events and drivers even getting lost.
The key positive about transportation in the city of Chicago that we have yet to discuss is that of our subway system, the Chicago Transit Authority, that would provide transportation for the large population that would be in our city for the Games. Our railway also provides access to 2 major airports, so transportation in and out of our city will be easily accessible. Also, the close proximity of all our venues to the hotels and other housing provides a short distance to events, easily within walking distance for many of our athletes and spectators.
And also another unique aspect that Chicago can bring to the games is that we already have existing extensive built-in venues within our city that could be used for the Olympic Games. Venues such as Soldier Field, the United Center, Wrigley Field, Allstate Arena, the Sears Center, and McCormick Place, which is the second largest convention center in the entire world, would be able to be used for different aspects of the game and all different kinds of sports within it.
That's an excellent point, and that is a very unique aspect of Chicago. But how do you respond to the many issues that have been encountered in the past? Athens and Beijing have had massive debt problems from the money borrowed from the construction of their games, and this is due to the fact that they haven't reused their facilities after the Olympics. Also, what other venues or construction would be needed to complete a bid for the Olympic Games?
We realize that you guys have had these issues in the past, and also there are a couple new venues that we would need to construct for the games. But at the same time, there are many features that Chicago offers that we think would be great for the Olympics. Along with all the facilities I already touched on, we have access to many of the local universities within Chicago, such as the University of Chicago, DePaul University, Loyola University, and other venues throughout the city that college campuses can offer to us. Along with this, as you guys were able to see on your tour, Chicago's City Park District includes over 500 parks, including Millennium Park, which I know you greatly enjoyed, as well as Navy Pier, and these could both be used as venues in the game.
We do acknowledge the fact that more venues will be needed, but on a much smaller scale than almost any other Olympics in the past. Because of this, we know we will not encounter the debt issues that have plagued Athens and Beijing. Also, because we will be able to fund the games with private investors, as mentioned earlier, we will not have to borrow significant money that the Olympics in those cities did. Massive debts and empty stadiums will not be a problem. So after considering all the issues that we have covered, venues, transportations, the economic viability of our city, do you feel confident that Chicago will meet and exceed your expectations as an Olympic host city?
Well, the City of Chicago does make a compelling proposition. We're impressed by your credentials, and we will definitely let you know about our decision after we voted on all the finalist cities. But gentlemen, we have another meeting coming up shortly, so this is where we bid you adieu. Thank you very much for your presentation. If you guys need help, our secretary can see you out.
Thanks a lot.
Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring?